Hello and welcome everybody back to Anno 1404 with the League of Ungentlemanly Warfare. Yeah, here you can see once again our proud capital, now with some nobles, and as promised in the last episode we will focus this time more on our oriental city. I mean, here it just looks like a pile of rubbish, and of course we need to change that.
Is there anything fine?
So, also what I definitely have to say is, it has been a couple of days since I played last time, so it might be that I actually need a bit of time to
One of your plants has stopped producing goods.
to get back into the game, and this now also reminds me of something. Time to go to the options, sound, and time to reduce the language a little bit. So, now it should not be that loud anymore, because the rest of the sound is in my opinion fine, but yeah, the voices are definitely too loud. So, what is the next step that we are going to do? First of all, we are going to increase our dates production, and later start with the mosaics production by producing quartz. That means we also need the clay fertility here on this island, but that is something that we should be able to manage to do quite fast. So, first things first. More dates for our people.
Shipbuilding completed.
Okay, that was not really quite sorry that I have to bother you with the here messages. Okay, time to get that down to 20. So, and that should now hopefully suffice.
The Sultan has presented you with these building plans as a gift.
Okay, for my taste a little bit too quiet, so, and that should now really be the last time I'm opening this settings menu. So, good. More dates for our people. Good thing we actually don't need that much. Unless, of course, we are going to increase our our city size by far, and that is actually something that might happen. Also, something that many of you requested, I have been mentioning quite often my note that I'm always taking a look at, you know, back from the days where I was playing Anno on a daily basis, and some of you asked why I asked me to publish them on my website and stuff, and you know what, that is actually what I'm going to do. The thing is, most of them are handwritten and in German, so most of you would not be able to understand it, since roughly 9% of my of you guys, of the viewers, are German. I don't expect more than 10% to actually be able to understand it, so yeah, first I need to translate them and make them a bit nice, and then I will upload them. Also, I will create a small tutorial series, so the thing with the notes, it's definitely happening. So, yeah, Pedigree Hill was supposed to be our carpet island later. That means we need to be careful that the people like us.
Greetings. No.
So, time to forward time a little bit.
Yes.
And you guys are now happy because
One of your
there are
plants
dates?
has stopped producing goods.
Well, maybe in the future we should actually produce dates here.
One of your plants has stopped producing goods.
Oh, I forgot that we were already producing indigo for our books. Totally forgot about that small little detail. Yeah, in long term we are going to outsource the dates production to this island here. So, milk shall never be an issue. So where's our ship? Here it is. Nearly there. Good, good.
One of your
Everything is
plants
developing
has
quite
stopped
well.
producing goods. Production has been disrupted.
Please don't send us away again. We ain't got nowhere else to go. That's a load off my mind, and that's the truth.
The Emperor should be informed of the grievances in this city.
So just for myself that I don't count anything wrong. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So, and the bazaar was here. Yeah, right. One tie towards the inland. Also, just in case you're curious, okay, there's so much Anno 1404 lately.
How cunning of you to pull the wool over my eyes.
And not really much of Anno 2205. The reason is simple. I, of course, still like Anno 2205, but I just want to play Anno 1404 right now. It's just more fun, and I think it would not be much enjoyable for you if I'm going to record 2205 and while actually wanting to play something else.
An absolute
So, I think you can forgive me. And if not, well, then so be it. Okay, so that actually did work. Our ship also arrived. Time to start trading some stone. Maybe I should even set up our own tools production over here. Just as a small idea. Dum da 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 dum. Time to get more nomads. Woohoo! Time to correct my small building mistake. Good thing that the houses of these people actually cannot burn down. Quite unrealistic, but hey! Let's just accept the rules of the game.
Production has been disrupted.
salam alaikum.
Okay, well then, and since we now actually have so many of these dudes, we should already start outsourcing the dates production. That might actually be a good idea. So, and why these here only need 4 plantations, 4 fields.
Consider these building
The
plans
dates
a
actually
gift
need
from
5.
our population.
Oh, 10,000 inhabitants, 20 gems, yay, more achievement points. That's always good.
Well, well. What strange fish have...
I'm not really good in placing that properly. But it will suffice, right? 6 state plantations
One of your
should be
plants
enough
has
for
stopped
us.
producing goods.
So 5 fields around them. Around
One of
each.
your plants has stopped producing goods.
Yes, because I have a heavy overproduction of milk, but thank you, game. And nope, this is not going to make me start missing Adam. I insist on Adam being more annoying. So... Dum dum dum. So here we have now these 3.
Let us keep the details just between us.
I have no idea what I built, but hey, that is now the part actually where the Noria exploit would come in handy, but as I already mentioned earlier, I don't like using that, so I definitely will not do. I will stand true to my principles. Even if it should mean making the game more complicated than it actually is. And now I see a huge construction error that I had here. Okay, so... I think here the normal warehouses should suffice because the Oriental ones are way more expensive. 1, 2, 3, 4... So in that way we would here actually have some space for Noria, if one would be necessary. So, 6 state farms. That is now at least something. Good. That means we won't need these 3 here actually. So, create new route. Dates. So, we take this ship. The jellyfish. We will load in the dates from Wolf's Haven and unload them in Sheepbridge. So, we definitely also need some stone here, but yeah. We wanted to focus on the production of mosaics, and for that we need the right fertility, so time to build a new trading ship.
Shipbuilding completed.
I totally forgot about that small quest here. Okay, we are definitely not able to do that.
Very unfortunate.
One of your plants has stopped producing goods.
Yeah, the people here are unhappy because they don't have the dates that they need.
If there's anything else I can help you with,
Thank you, Richard, but I also need stone. Otherwise we will have severe issues later.
The people are rampaging through the streets.
And that is now the moment where people are actually super angry. Yeah, they are protesting. Well, hey, we are going to solve this issue. Soon enough. Soon enough.
The nomads are moving out. May Allah bless you for your kindness.
Oh, now there's a fire, yeah? And of course there's nothing like an Oriental Firewatch.
Council is eating right out of your hand.
So I have a ship with dates. Yeah.
One of your plants has stopped producing goods.
This cannot be the will.
So, and of course the Firewatch costs stone. We can only build the Oriental version.
You are very much to my liking.
Your food supplies are running short. The people are rampaging through the streets.
Ah, always a logical thing. You're missing something, so you're burning down the entire city. But well, let them do that. We only lose.
One of your plants has stopped producing goods.
Oh, now you're okay. Oh, and now
Production
you're
has been
extinguishing the fires.
Your water supplies are running out.
Ah, stupid people. Well, I think if we want to compensate that properly, we are going to need more tools. So, time to go back.
A fair trade.
With trade grows trust. God be thanked.
Grant me
Dun-dun-dun.
the honor of your support.
Ooh. As I hear is looking for a belly dancer. And what I just noticed when you take a look at the marketplaces. Christmas trees! Woohoo, it's Christmas, and Anno actually reads out the date from your PC. There are even special achievements when you log in on the 16th of February, for example,
found the
because, you know,
person you were
Anno
looking for.
1602. And like that.
you are against me.
That's better.
So, fire has been extinguished. Houses
Two
are
players
advancing
are at
again.
war.
To what do I owe the honor? Is this true?
Your request.
So,
Is this true?
time to do some bootlicking again. So, you would definitely call... Yeah, what is actually the reward? 45 tons of spices.
One of your plants has
that should
stopped
suffice.
producing goods.
And here, 80 tons of tools, 40 tons of wood, and then we can rebuild what the people have destroyed. Ah, stupid people. Always destroy what they actually need for living.
You might find these building plans useful.
I'd be happy to help you.
Have you anything new to may Allah?
My Highness.
I have some exceptional good. It's a deal.
My Highness. Yes, your actions will attract the attention. You shall hear from me.
So, let's see when the other ship arrives. Ah, and I forgot it again. Damn it! I need the seeds for clay.
Friends are always welcome here.
Oh, there they are. For just 100 honor.
The boundaries between Occident and Orient.
Oh, another achievement.
Let the trade. A fair trade.
Good. So, that means we can soon actually start unlocking stuff.
Fork out a few coins and nothing will happen to you. You'll get over it.
I am already over it because I'm actually profiting quite a lot from that deal. Hassan, just saying. And apparently, the dates production is not enough.
Production has been disrupted.
I need another ship on that trading route and probably some more date farms. Oh, actually, it's not the date farms. It is the fact that I need another ship. But still, just in case. More production never hurt anyone. And since we have such a good balance, we can definitely afford that. Okay.
The seeds have been planted.
And are you going to burn down your own houses again?
And everyone got what they wanted.
One of your plants has stopped producing goods.
Of course you do.
Your people are suffering from hunger.
You'll get over it.
Oh, and then there's a nice thunderstorm here.
my last offer. One and this prayer.
So here, have your dates again. Ooh, this time they did not burn down everything.
Learned a lot about
I'm
the
so
Orient.
proud.
This harbor may seem defenseless to you, but I have the full force of the Sultan.
I can understand your hesitation, Mrs. I. Always good for a surprise.
My appointment. May Allah bless you for your kindness to my people.
So... And now we have really crammed
One of your plants has stopped producing goods.
as many people as possible. The thing is, if we want these houses to repair from the fire, we actually again need to build a European building, so there isn't even an Oriental skin for it. That is of course a little bit disappointing. But yeah. At least we can now go with the mosaic production. So...
Your money is in safe hands here.
Of course, they are all super far away. But that won't stop me. Number one, number two,
The thunderstorm has ceased.
number three.
Fascinating. Just what I need.
Okay, now we were also able to connect the Alchemist Tower.
I have a new theory. We must test it immediately.
40 tons of coal, 40 tons of indigo. I think that is something that we can actually provide. If I'm not completely mistaken. Yes, we can. That should actually reward us with a nice item. So for those who don't know the Alchemist Tower, it is basically a neutral building that is... Oh, autosave. That is planted somewhere on a southern island, and if you...
Game saved.
And it generates items, and of course the more goods you provide, the kind of goods it needs is of course every time a bit different, the better is the quality and the higher is the chance that you actually get a good item.
Production has been disrupted.
So... Now time to for the clay production. We actually need, if I remember correctly, a quite huge amount of clay.
Two players are no longer at war. Production has been disrupted.
So, and here the next clay pit. So, 3 more and that should be done. So, 40 tons of coal, 40 tons of indigo.
Production has been disrupted.
Allah is smiling down on this city.
Yeah, of course he is. So, and as soon as we are producing mosaics,
One of your plants has stopped producing goods.
we can already build a mosque.
You're quite knowledgeable about Oriental architecture.
And then the last thing we need are carpets.
Production has been disrupted.
Salam alaikum. This is an honor, as always.
A neutral building can no longer be reached.
So this actually works like a... the Oriental market buildings actually work like a Tier 3 European market building, so...
This isn't a good time to interrupt the transmutation.
Oh. Let me guess, he is now expecting different goods?
I like it.
Distillation flask, ethanol.
Maybe I did even break it. Yay! That would of course be a highlight.
The Council of Ten, thanks.
So, can we upgrade something else? Not really. Oh, she's admitting that she's less powerful. How sweet!
Production has been disrupted.
Yeah, at this point the AI is not really posing a threat anymore. And we already got our first mosaics.
Salam alaikum.
So now that all buildings are repaired, we can actually get rid
The
of...
boundaries between Ox and
Now you can tell people that is
your assistance in this matter would be most welcome.
Oh, you really got a lot of searching quests today, as I hear.
You have found the person you were looking for.
Well, when you're that old and senile, then it actually can happen that you put things or people away and just forget where they are.
One of your plants has stopped producing
and
goods.
maybe for this search quest I should put on my glasses. Ah, way better now. Okay, we only have a couple of minutes left for this episode. It'd be a shame if we would spend that all with just searching for a few Oriental warriors. I don't really see the other ones. What is the reward? Yeah, one sailing closer. An item that actually requires micromanagement. Woohoo, how I wasn't... You cannot imagine how much I was
building
not looking
project
forward to
are
this.
you planning?
But in the meantime, we can actually already start with the proper warehouse.
Profitable. In more ways than one.
These historic warehouses would be a credit to these historic warehouses. Of course.
So, time to start with the construction here. And that shall increase the speed of all our ships. Perfect. So, time to also transport some tools. Again.
Production has been disrupted. Production has been disrupted.
Good. So, as it seems here, everything is stable. Now, at least for now.
One of your plants has stopped producing goods.
So, and if we wanted, we could also expand the city to the south.
I saw loads of camels at the bazaar today.
So, and with iron and wood we can actually also produce cannons. That might be useful to produce Venetian trading ships. I mean, they are strong, they can defend themselves.
I know how to stop your sister.
You were wise to take my advice.
So,
Let me give you a hand.
that should now actually work. We can now build them. All that we need now is the ability to produce cannons. And for that we need more tools. The tools that we just transported south. For future. Good. Well, we did not progress as much in this episode as I had hoped, but at least we did make some progress. And is there somewhere else a Silk Island? Yeah, here, but... yeah, we will use Pedigree Hill. It doesn't matter how mad Giforkas will be. He will not dare declare war on us.
To be of assistance, let me give you some.
Yes? Your flattery concerning...
Oh! Failed both times. That was a rare occasion, I dare to say. So, and since we are also not using all our stone here, we can now actually start using
Two
stone
players
on the
are
roads.
at war.
And they still cannot decide whether they love or hate each other.
I'll take what I am owed. That's better.
So, and the first district now has stone streets. Ah, it already looks
One
way
of your
more
plants has
civilized.
stopped producing goods.
Way better.
You've got a good deal there.
Oh, he is angry. So cute. Okay, we have an abundance of iron and wood.
One of your
So,
plants has stopped producing goods.
2 cannon foundries should work. If we now had the stone.
Well-founded doubts regarding
A good deal on behalf of the Sultan.
Use all your cunning, and what a merry masquerade.
And how... Oh, 90 in maintenance, okay. That is how expensive this building actually is.
Organize a tournament
Good to know.
entertain the population.
I'll take what I am owed.
So, the provision house would also work.
just grown in number.
But also for that we need more stone. But that will then allow us to host the really big tournaments.
The population will adore you for organizing a spectacle like this.
So 7 cannons are already ready. Already ready. Haha, I like that. Also a small little detail. If you build stone roads here in the southern city, you can see they have a different pattern than in the European city.
A good deal is always a welcome change.
So it actually works as soon as you have envoys that you build stone roads then. So, and in the next episode we are going to produce carpets. The last thing that I'm going to do in this episode is collecting all these nice mosaics and,
Have you seen the way that knight...
well, sell them. Ah, now the provision houses can be built.
One of your plants has stopped producing goods.
So, beer was again being transported.
There is a matter in which I could do with your help.
So,
Your remarkable performance must be rewarded.
oh, okay. Another achievement.
One of your plants has stopped producing goods.
As it seems, we really can unlock new stuff soon.
One of your plants has stopped producing goods.
So we have 70 gems already. We cannot unlock bonus buildings yet. No portraits, but we can unlock colors. Woo! And coat of arms. That's something we are going to do soon. But I had actually hoped for some decorative buildings already. But okay, if he needs at least 200 gems for that, I'm fine with that. So, also here, I have some nice stuff for you.
Ah, you come to trade. A good deal.
The effrontery.
In view of the...
Oh, I guess Gifokas is actually
With
starting to
God's
hate
help,
us.
the workers would have completed this phase of the building work before long.
So, and the first step
anything
of the
else I can
historic
help you with?
warehouses is also soon finished.
Production has been disrupted.
It remains to be seen.
A sandstorm has appeared
You
on...
shall hear from me. You are most versatile.
Everyone is working very diligently. How diligently? Everyone is working very... I can hardly believe how far along you're...
So, and the
Workers
next
are
step
making
is
good
now being
progress
done.
here at the construction site, so don't worry.
It should be finished in the next episode. This here shall also be our thumbnail. And yeah, dear viewers, as I said, the progress in this episode was not as much as I had hoped to be. But, yeah, in the next episode we are going to produce carpets, and with these carpets we are going to get envoys, and then, yeah, then we will have some visible progress, and until then, well, now I'm jumping around between cities.
I'm about ready to carry out an experiment. How about you?
Yep, of course he needs other wares now. I'm sad. So, but yeah, with these words I say goodbye and see you next time when we are being more productive. Bye bye.